Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your March 2020 mid-month tarot check for all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If that's you, you're in the right place. Thank you so much to all of you who have been subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. I so appreciate you, and I'm having a ton of fun co-creating. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit that bell if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, which I try to do every week, but March and April are very busy months. I'm going to be traveling to an area that I will not be filming in. It's an area where ancients created a civilization. I'll be very renewed and revitalized and rejuvenated when I come back, but I won't be filming there. However, I will get out a April monthly and a mid-month check for you. So let's begin for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius. Now, you guys know time is fluid, right? So we say March mid-month, but could have already begun or could be coming towards you towards the end of the month or even beginning of April. We'll have to see. Your current situation is the Six of Swords. It's covered by the Nine of Cups, and your overall destiny here is the Knight of Cups. In the more distant past, you have the Ten of Swords, and then the more recent, the King of Wands. Coming towards you, you do have the Four of Wands. You've got yourself represented here by the Three of Swords. Those around you are the Seven of Pentacles. You've got the stars, your hopes, fears. The outcome is the Ten of Wands, and the bottom of the deck is the World, okay? So overall, I do feel like your guidance here is kind of like be in flow, okay? Be in flow and know that you are on the right path. You have fire energy here. You've got air, earth. You have Aquarius. Yeah, you do have water too. So pretty much all the elements represented, and then Aquarius is the one sign here. So the current situation, is the Six of Swords is about moving away from something. Could be emotionally. Could be that for some of you, I think you did disconnect from somebody or something that was really bringing you down and had been for a while. It was very taxing, depleting your energy. For some of you, it could have been a job that was like taking over your life and interfering with things to the point where you were completely out of balance, whatever this was, or even taking care of someone who was sick for some of you. And it's like you gave and gave and gave and did not get remunerated. You were not getting, it was like you're being strung along to it. And where I feel like it interfered in relationships because it was like zapping all your time and, quite frankly, your serotonin. It was not bringing you joy. And that is an immediate red flag. If something doesn't bring me great joy, I will not do it. Now, it would be one thing if I had to take care of somebody sick who I loved very much, and I knew that I wanted to be with that person. That would be one thing. But if I was taking care of somebody out of obligation and I really did not want to, I would probably not do it, quite frankly, because it is too much of a hazard to your own vibration. If you cannot control your own energy and don't know how to manage it, that's when we get into trouble. However, you're coming away from this, and this Nine of Cups here, this is all about generosity of spirit, hospitality. It's like something that really moves your heart and soul. So I feel like you are coming into a really beautiful energy, especially with then you have the Four of Wands that we'll talk about in a minute here. But you got an offer, and it was a big offer from somebody. I do feel like, or if you're not aware of it, it is coming, and it's not some wimpy little page. This is a knight who comes in with speed, but they know who they are. This person knows who they are. They're very clear about what they want, and it is Sagittarius here. This is not a chaotic energy. It's not narcissistic. It is not arrogant. This is not like, somebody who comes racing in, kind of devil may care. This is somebody who's thoughtful, who is, concerned about other people, and they do want to make an offer. But again, for a time here, we're recovering from something. Ten of Swords. The good news is it was the ending and completion of the cycle. So where this may have happened a while ago, it still had some residual effects on you, I think, where even kind of the thought of it is almost low vibrational, where whatever happened, again, like I said, it could have been taking care of somebody, but it was something where I feel like it was too impacting you, where it was almost making you sick. It could have been some codependency for sure in a relationship, whether it was parent-child or, I really don't get the sense that it was a romantic thing as much as it was like some other factor. But the more recent past, you've definitely been getting your mojo back here with the King of Wands. This is somebody who's very inspirational. This is like the kind of person who has followers, not friends. And not in a bad way. I don't mean that like in an Instagram way where, they don't have real friends. I mean, it's like you garner so much respect and admiration that it's almost like they start to see you as a deity or something. But for you, it's not a lonely, isolated thing. It's like you're into your own power. Plus, you're also fire energy. So I do feel like the flow of this fire really suits you very well. It's giving you the momentum that wasn't there earlier, because with that air energy, it was kind of fanning on you and flaming you out a bit. So you have coming towards you, some readers like to call this the 1111 card in Hindu marriage ceremonies. Those pillars are the ceremonial, ceremonial place where the proceedings, take place. So certainly this is a very happy time for you coming forward. There's really no negative interpretations here in terms of the energy that I see coming at you, but I think the suggestion is to be very present in this energy, be very mindful and aware. Like if you're doing the dishes, be doing the dishes. Now this can also be a reunion card. Okay, so like I said, this other toxic energy, I don't feel like it's that coming back to you, but if you had somebody where things ended up going astray because maybe you were too busy with this other thing, that could definitely be coming back. But things are moving forward, and this is in the 3D world. This is about physical manifestation. It's definitely, you are on the right path in your career world too. So if you had to step away from something that was, maybe you were making slightly more money, but the burdens weren't worth it, that will be coming back around in terms of the money. The money will be coming back and leveling up for you, but sometimes that can take a bit of time. But again, this is all about bringing you joy in a career, but in the relationship sense, it's about a really long-term commitment. I do think the whoever you're turning your back on is a bit miffed at you. They don't really enjoy it, or there are people around you that are judging it, but it's for your own sanity. And it is the best thing for you. So I would go with the guilt over the resentment. I would not keep putting myself in a position where people don't appreciate me and are bleeding me dry and then kind of expecting more. I just wouldn't. They'll get over it. So I do feel like some of this is you creating some pain through your actions, but it's not, the motives are not bad. And it won't be something that you'll negatively attract. It's more them feeling like they want to codepend and you're just not interested in it. So this person that's coming towards you is a very hard worker. They are very good with money. They have a lot of money saved. This is not somebody who's living paycheck to paycheck. And they're very solvent. So this is someone that you'll be able to be very comfortable with almost immediately if you aren't already knowing who this is. And so it will be kind of like, it will seem like you've been together longer than you have because things just click and flow. And it's going to be a very fulfilling relationship. There may be more of a tendency to want to stay in with one another because you just enjoy each other's company and not feeling a need to be surrounded by a lot of people. And that's okay too. There's nothing wrong with that. You may choose more quiet kinds of outings. I mean, I think concerts and things could be a potential, but I think overall it will be more like the two of you going to places. So you could go to a busy place, but it won't be a large group of people, I guess is what I'm saying. This person has really nourished their life and manifested some nice things, and they're kind of in a place right now where they're kind of waiting for that next thing to show up. You know, they know it's coming. They believe, they know, they feel it, and it's just sort of a matter of both of you allowing it. So your hopes and dreams here, you've got Aquarius, you've got the Star card here, and this is great. It's all about wish fulfillment, as is the Nine of Cups. So you've got two wish fulfillment cards here marrying together, which I like very much for you. And of course you also have the World, which we'll get to in a minute. But the Star card too is also known as the Goddess of Truth. So I feel like you may have given somebody a big dose of truth, and they needed that, and that's okay. But this is really a time for you too to be rejuvenated. Ask for what you want in life. Know that this is always a positive card. You know, if you wanted more for yourself, you deserve it. You are worth it. So don't ever make apologies for that. So ultimately, you conclude this cycle of heavy lifting here. You have two conclusions of a cycle right together, which I actually very much like for you, because you needed to come away from that Ten of Swords. So you were carrying a lot of weight, and it's really time to put that down and know that you've put in your dues, you paid your debt, and now with the World card, she's the dancer of the tarot. Okay, so she's a very mature person, open to new experiences. This is somebody, like I said, who I think you're bringing towards you, and it's like you're just going to feel amazing. You're going to feel comfortable, but yet invigorated. You know, it's one of those things where you get a text and you go, oh no, I missed a text, and you want to answer the person. It's not a codependent thing where you feel like you need to, or they're going to get mad, or you need to know what they're doing all the time. It's nothing like that. It's going to feel like a new phase has begun. Again, this can also be about seeing more of the world too. So for some of you, when I talked about the Six of Swords, I think you're going to be embarking on something new, a big adventure. It's going to be like a whole new phase starting, where the hard work has paid off. You know who you are, and it's just going to be a beautiful time for you. That energy is coming towards you, so embrace it, allow it to come in, because the more that you question it, the more that we hold that away from us. So let's hear from Abraham. I have control over the thoughts I think. Since you have control over what thoughts you offer, what could be more just than the powerful law of attraction responding equally to everyone who offers a vibration? Once you gain control over your thoughts, your sense of injustice will subside and will be replaced with the exuberance of life. So let the universe work for you, Sagittarius. I love you so much, and I'll be back with an April tarot check soon.